Greetings, seekers of truth and transformation. Today, we explore a profound secret passed down through generations of yogis, a breathing technique so powerful it can trigger an instant transition in your consciousness. This ancient wisdom has the potential to revolutionize your spiritual practice and transform your everyday life. Breath is the bridge between body and mind, the visible and invisible, the known and the unknown. It's the most fundamental aspect of our existence, yet we often take it for granted. The ancient yogis discovered that by mastering the breath, we can master our entire being. The technique we'll explore today is not just another breathing exercise. It's a gateway to altered states of consciousness, a tool for profound spiritual awakening, and a method for instantly shifting your energy and perception. This breath work can lead to experiences of expanded awareness, deep inner peace, and even mystical states of union with the divine. But before we dive into the specifics of this transformative technique, it's crucial to understand the foundations of yogic breathwork and its effects on our body, mind, and spirit. This knowledge will allow you to approach the practice with reverence and awareness, maximizing its potential for transformation. In yogic philosophy, the breath is seen as a manifestation of prana, the life force energy that permeates the universe. By consciously controlling our breath, we can influence the flow of prana in our body, affecting everything from our physical health to our mental state and spiritual awareness. The breath also serves as a powerful tool for regulating our nervous system. When we're stressed or anxious, our breath becomes shallow and rapid, triggering the sympathetic nervous system's fight-or-flight response. Conversely, slow, deep breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation and healing. But the yogis discovered that certain breathing patterns can do more than just relax us. They can radically alter our state of consciousness. The technique we'll explore today is one such pattern, capable of inducing an instant shift in perception and awareness. This breath work is rooted in the understanding that our normal waking consciousness is just one of many possible states of awareness. By changing our breathing pattern, we can access different states of consciousness, each offering unique insights and experiences. The power of this technique lies in its ability to quickly shift us out of our habitual thought patterns and into a state of expanded awareness. It's like flipping a switch in your brain, instantly transitioning from your everyday mind to a state of heightened perception and spiritual receptivity. But why does this particular breathing pattern have such a profound effect? The answer lies in the intricate connection between our breath, our nervous system, and our brain. This specific pattern of breathing stimulates key areas of the brain associated with relaxation, intuition, and spiritual experiences. Moreover, this technique affects the balance of carbon dioxide and oxygen in our blood, which can induce altered states of consciousness. It's a bit like a natural controlled hyperventilation that can lead to profound shifts in perception and awareness. It's important to note that while this technique can produce powerful effects, it should be approached with respect and caution. Like any spiritual practice, it's not about chasing experiences or altered states for their own sake. Rather, it's a tool for deepening your understanding of yourself and your connection to the divine. As we prepare to explore this transformative breath work, I invite you to reflect on your own relationship with your breath. How often do you pay attention to your breathing? Have you ever noticed how your breath changes with your emotional state? Can you recall a time when conscious breathing helped you shift your state of mind? These questions are not merely rhetorical. Your awareness of your breath is the foundation upon which we'll build this practice. The more attuned you are to your breath in your everyday life, the more powerful this technique will be when you apply it. In the next part of our exploration, we'll dive into the specifics of this breathwork technique. We'll examine its origins in ancient yogic traditions, break down the mechanics of how to perform it, and discuss the immediate effects you might experience. The alchemy of breath. Unlocking the gateway to instant transformation. Now, let's unveil the ancient yogic breathing technique that has the power to instantly shift your consciousness. This method, known as Bhastrika Pranayama or bellows breath, is a dynamic and powerful breathing exercise that can rapidly alter your state of being. Bhastrika, which means bellows in Sanskrit, mimics the rapid pumping of a blacksmith's bellows. It involves forceful inhalations and exhalations through the nose, creating a rhythmic and energizing breath pattern. The practice begins with a series of equal forceful inhalations and exhalations, followed by a period of breath retention, and concludes with a slow, controlled exhale. To practice Bhastrika, sit in a comfortable meditation posture with your spine erect. Begin by taking a deep breath in, then start the forceful breathing. Inhale and exhale rapidly through your nose, keeping your mouth closed. Your belly should expand with each inhalation and contract with each exhalation. The movement should be vigorous, but not strained. Start with a cycle of 10 breaths, then hold your breath for as long as comfortable after the last exhalation. Finally, release the breath slowly and completely. As you engage in this practice, you may notice immediate physical sensations. Your body might feel warm or even begin to sweat. You might experience a tingling sensation in your extremities or a feeling of lightness in your head. These are all normal responses to the increased oxygenation and energy flow in your body. But the true magic of Bhastrika lies in its effects on your consciousness. As you continue the practice, you may notice a sudden shift in your awareness. The chatter of your mind may quiet, replaced by a sense of expansive clarity. You might feel a surge of energy coursing through your body, accompanied by a feeling of vitality and alertness. Some practitioners report experiencing a sudden sense of disconnection from their physical body, as if they're observing themselves from outside. Others describe a feeling of merging with their surroundings, a dissolution of the boundaries between self and other. These experiences, while profound, are simply signposts along the path of expanded consciousness. The key to unlocking the full potential of Bhastrika lies in your intention and focus. As you practice, maintain an awareness of your breath and the sensations in your body, but also cultivate an attitude of openness and receptivity. Allow whatever arises in your consciousness to simply be without judgment or attachment. It's crucial to approach this practice with respect and caution. Start slowly, with just a few rounds, and gradually increase the duration and intensity as you become more comfortable with the technique. If you experience any discomfort or dizziness, stop immediately and return to normal breathing. Remember, the goal is not to achieve any particular state or experience. Rather, it's to use this technique as a tool for self-exploration and spiritual growth. The shifts in consciousness you may experience are not ends in themselves, but doorways to deeper understanding and insight. As you incorporate this practice into your spiritual routine, pay attention to how it affects your daily life. You may find that even brief sessions of Bhastrika leave you feeling more centered, focused, and energized throughout the day. You might notice an increased ability to remain calm in stressful situations, or a heightened sense of intuition and clarity in decision-making. Moreover, regular practice of Bhastrika can lead to long-term changes in your overall state of being. Many practitioners report experiencing a gradual expansion of their baseline consciousness, a shift towards greater awareness and presence in their everyday lives. Consider this. How might your life change if you could access states of expanded consciousness at will? How would it affect your relationships, your work, your sense of purpose? What insights and realizations might emerge from these altered states of awareness? As we conclude this part of our exploration, I encourage you to approach this practice with both enthusiasm and reverence. Bhastrika is a powerful tool, but like any spiritual practice, its true value lies in how you integrate its effects into your life. The breath of awakening, navigating the depths of consciousness. As we delve deeper into the practice of Bhastrika Pranayama, we encounter a realm of profound spiritual experiences and insights. This powerful breathing technique not only shifts our immediate state of consciousness, but also has the potential to catalyze lasting transformations in our perception of reality. One of the most striking effects of sustained Bhastrika practice is the dissolution of the ego. As the forceful breath clears away the mental fog, we may suddenly find ourselves in a state of pure awareness, free from the usual chatter of our thoughts and the constant assertions of our ego. In this space, we experience a direct, unmediated connection with the present moment. This ego dissolution can be both liberating and disorienting. On one hand, we taste the freedom of existing without the constraints of our habitual self-concept. On the other, we may feel vulnerable or even fearful as the familiar boundaries of our identity dissolve. It's crucial to approach these experiences with courage and curiosity, recognizing them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. As we continue to practice, we may encounter what the yogis call samadhi, a state of complete absorption in the present moment. In samadhi, the distinction between subject and object, self and other, dissolves. We experience a profound sense of unity with all of existence. This state is not just a fleeting experience, but a glimpse of our true nature, always present beneath the surface of our ordinary consciousness. Yet, it's important to remember that these profound states are not the goal of our practice. They are signposts along the path, inviting us to look deeper into the nature of our being. The real work begins when we open our eyes and return to our daily lives. How do we integrate these expanded states of consciousness into our everyday existence? One way is to cultivate a constant awareness of our breath throughout the day. Even when we're not formally practicing Bhastrika, we can use our breath as an anchor to the present moment. By regularly checking in with our breath, we create a bridge between our ordinary state of consciousness and the expanded awareness we experience during our practice. Another key aspect of integration is to bring the qualities of our expanded state, clarity, presence, compassion, into our interactions with others. As we become more established in our practice, we may find that we're naturally more patient, more understanding, more attuned to the needs of those around us. This is the true measure of our spiritual growth, not the intensity of our experiences during practice, but the quality of our being in everyday life. As we progress on this path, we may encounter challenges. The ego, threatened by the prospect of its own dissolution, may rebel. We might experience fear, resistance, or doubt. Old patterns of thinking and behavior may resurface with renewed intensity. These challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities for deeper healing and transformation. When faced with these difficulties, it's essential to approach them with the same openness and curiosity we bring to our breathwork. Can we observe our fear without getting caught up in it? Can we acknowledge our resistance without letting it stop us? Can we see our doubts as simply another phenomenon arising in our consciousness, rather than absolute truth? Throughout this journey, it's vital to maintain a balance between effort and surrender. While consistent practice is important, we must also learn to let go of our attachment to results. The transformations we seek cannot be forced or controlled. They arise naturally as we create the conditions for them through our practice. Consider this. What would your life look like if you could maintain the clarity and presence you experience during Bhastrika throughout your day? How would it change your relationships, your work, your sense of purpose? What parts of your life might fall away as no longer necessary, and what new possibilities might open up? As we conclude this segment, I invite you to reflect on your journey so far. How has your practice evolved? What insights have emerged? What challenges have you faced, and how have you navigated them? In our final part, we'll explore advanced techniques and subtle aspects of this transformative practice, paving the way for even deeper explorations of consciousness. The cosmic dance of breath. Mastering the subtle realms of consciousness. In this final exploration of Bhastrika Pranayama, we venture into the most profound and subtle aspects of this transformative practice. As we deepen our understanding and experience, we begin to perceive the breath not just as a physical process, but as a cosmic dance that connects us to the very fabric of the universe. At the most advanced levels of practice, Bhastrika becomes a gateway to what the yogis call the subtle body, the energetic blueprint that underlies our physical form. As we engage in the forceful breathing, we may begin to perceive the movement of prana, life force, through our nadis, energy channels. This perception often manifests as sensations of tingling, warmth, or even light moving through specific pathways in the body. With continued practice, we may awaken the dormant spiritual energy known as Kundalini. This powerful force is said to reside at the base of the spine, and when awakened, it rises through the chakras, energy centers, purifying and transforming our being at every level. The awakening of Kundalini can bring about profound spiritual experiences and accelerated personal growth, but it also requires careful guidance and a strong foundation of practice. As we navigate these subtle realms, our perception of time and space may radically shift. We might experience moments where time seems to stand still, or where we feel expanded beyond the boundaries of our physical body. These experiences offer us glimpses into the non-dual nature of reality, where the distinctions between self and other, inner and outer, dissolve into a unified field of consciousness. At this level of practice, Bhastrika becomes less about the physical technique and more about surrendering to the breath as a cosmic force. We learn to let go of all control and allow the breath to breathe us. In these moments of complete surrender, we may experience what the yogis call Kevala Kumbhaka, a spontaneous suspension of breath that arises not from our own effort, but as a natural state of profound stillness and unity. It's crucial to approach these advanced stages with humility and discernment. While the experiences can be profoundly transformative, they can also be overwhelming if we're not adequately prepared. It's wise to work with an experienced teacher who can guide us through these subtle realms and help us integrate our experiences. As we conclude our exploration of Bhastrika Pranayama, remember that the true measure of your practice is not the intensity of your experiences, but the depth of your presence and compassion in everyday life. Let your breath work be a continuous invitation to wake up to the miracle of each moment, to dance with the rhythm of life itself. What would it mean to live from this place of expanded awareness? How might it change your relationship with yourself, with others, with the world around you? As you continue on this path, may your breath be a constant reminder of the vast, mysterious, and beautiful nature of existence. May it guide you ever deeper into the heart of your true self and into profound communion with all of life.